Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now I will be discussing the GFQT or the General Form Quadratic Trinomial, case number 2. And the general form of the quadratic trinomial in case number 2 is just simply ax squared plus bx plus c. And you will notice that the given will actually have an a, which is of course a numerical coefficient beside x squared. Okay, so let's proceed. First example, say I have for a while. Say I have 5x squared minus 30x plus 40. So in this case, we would still be using our step in the first case, which is you are looking for the factors of 40, but in this case you are also looking for the factors of the a. So we will be looking for the factors of c and factors of a. Okay, so for this one, the steps will be like is you list it down first. Ilista niyo muna. You will have 5 and you will have 40 here. Let me write that in here. You will have 5 and you will have 40. And you list down the factors of 5, which is of course 5 times 1. And then you list down the factors of 40, which is of course say that's 20 times 2. Okay, then after that you will now proceed to multiplication, meaning I will multiply this, and then for this case later on we will add. So ibig sabihin lahat ng direction pababa multiply, lahat ng direction papunta sa may right you will simply add. And 5 times 20 is 100, and this is 1 times 2 is 2. Then I just simply have to add, and this is equals to 102. But the thing about this one in GFQT case number 2 is that if your answer is incorrect, you will try again. Sabihin mo uulit ka. What I mean by uulit, papalitan mo ngayon yung mga factors mo. So either you will interchange, pagpapalitan yung 20, ito, tsaka yung 2, or you will provide a different answer. Iba talaga. So this one, ang case nito is of course, dapat matuto kayo mag-observe kung ano ba talaga yung mga magiging output nyo na. Mabilis nyo nang silipin na tama ba yung sagot ko. For example, let's try to interchange. Let's say we have 2 and then we have 40. Okay? So if we have 2 and 40, what would happen here would be this one. 5 times 2 is 10. And 1 times 4 is 40. And the answer here is actually 50. Okay? So if this would be the case, you will notice na this is somewhat incorrect. Okay, mali yung 50 kasi but maybe if I subtract 40 from 10, the answer is 30, pero that's not the case. Okay, paano kaya natin mapapalabas yan? So again, this is again by trial and error. Huhulaan nyo talaga kung ano yung magiging possible answer. Okay, so since 5 and 1 wala nang ibang factors, hindi na natin gagalawin yan. So ano na lang gagalawin natin? Ang gagalawin na lang natin yung 40. Okay, so ano pa bang other factors ng 40? You have 20 times 5. Or you can also have 8 times what? 8 times 5. 8 times 5 is actually just simply 40 as well. Okay? So 8 times 5 it's 40, and 5 times 1 is 5. 45. So hindi yan equals. So maybe let's have another one. Maybe pagbalik ta rin natin ito. Let's say we have 5 times 8. Obviously that is 25, and 8 pag inad mo hindi na naman equal, so hindi pa rin yan. So let's look for other factors of 40. So the other factors of 40, if you would be trying to guess, try natin muna 40 divided by 2. So nasubukan na natin 20 times 2, or I think we haven't. 20 times 2. Maybe let's try 20 times 2. So 5 times 2 is 10, and 1 times 20 is 20. And pag pinag-add natin yun, ang sagot is 30. So sabihin, okay na, tama na. Ang kaso nga lang, you will check. Ito, ang sign neto is positive, this one is negative. Maybe what I can do is I can just simply change the sign netong given natin. Maybe ang most ng ginangyari dito is you are changing the sign ng second term or yung second factor. So, ibig sabihin, ito lang yung papalitan ko ng sign. Gagawin kong negative. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. 1 times negative 20 is negative 20. And I have to add them together. Then, giving me an answer of negative 30. So, again, trial and error to. Okay? So, subukan mo kung ano ba yung factors ng 40 and all. Okay? So, since that is equals to negative 30, ibig sabihin, the same rule, you will take the factors. Kaso, 4 yung factors. So, ito yung kukunin ko. Okay? So, the good thing about this one is, again, binomial pa rin. Pero, same rules. You split the x, and then you split the 40. The factors of x and the factors of 40. But, may rule. Ang rule natin is we are splitting alternately. Sabihin, binabaliktad natin. So, first one, ito, 5 and 1 para sa x. And then, for the 40, babaliktarin mo. That's negative 20 and negative 2. Babaliktarin mo. And then, of course, you add your x. And for values of x, which has a 1, you don't need to write 1 anymore. And this would be your factored form. 5x minus 20 times x minus 2. So again, itong problema natin yung pagdating sa GFQT. What if hindi kayo marunong hindi kayo matyaga maghanap ng factors and at the same time nalilito kayo sa ruling? Ang ruling natin is the same. You look for the factors ng A and C. Nothing's changed. Okay? So maybe let's try to look for the factors of 2x squared plus 22x plus 60. So, ang sagot dito is still a binomial. Okay? So, let's look for the factors of 2. And let's look for the factors of 60. That when we multiply and add, take note, pababa ay multiply. Ito yung natin, bar. And across is addition. Okay? So, let's check. Ano po ba ang factors ng 2? 2 times 1 lang. Wala nang iba. But the factors of 60 would be different. Okay, ang factors of 60, try natin divide by 2 muna. What if we have 30 times 2? Okay? Kasi 30 times 2 is 60. And then again, we multiply pababa. Okay? 2 times 30 is 60. 1 times 2 is 2. And 60 plus 2 is 62. So, of course, laglag na agad yan. So, pwede natin gawin. Baliktarin naman natin. What if this is 2 and this is 30? 2 times 2 is 4. This one is 30. And 30 plus 4 is 34. Obviously, hindi equals doon. So, ulit na naman. Again, this is trial and error. Paulit-ulit. Okay? Yeah, sige. How about let's say, how about let's have 60 divided by 3. This is 3. And this is 20. Okay? 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 20 is 20. And this is 26. Again, hindi na naman siya 22. So, ulit na naman. 20. 6. This is 40. I mean, not 6. 3. This is 40. And this is 3. And that is 43. Hindi na naman yan equals. So, ulit na naman. So, again, the strangest thing about this one is paulit. Trial and error ka lang. Pero again, if you think na kaya mong hulaan ng maayos yung given, is you can actually just kung kaya mong i-visualize sa isip mo, and like this, as the answer is actually 4 times 15. Okay, 4 times 2 is 8. Not necessarily this one pala. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, and this one is just simply 1 times 5 is 15. And 8 plus 15 is just simply 23. So, kulang na lang. So, maybe let's check for another one. Kasi baka may other answer. Okay? What if we have, okay, maybe let's have 10 times 6. Yeah, maybe let's have 10 times 6. Let's say this is 6. And this is 10. Okay? Sagot is 60 pa rin. 6 times 2 is, of course, 12. And 1 times 10 is simply 10. And 12 plus 10 is 22. So, by guessing or trial and error, nakuha na natin yan agad. Okay? Medyo matagal. Hindi pala agad, medyo matagal. Pero yun nga again you have to be able to visualize. Ang ginagawa ko lang is, I am providing you with the different options. And maybe at some point, makakaya nyo na lang kahit i-mental nyo na lang. Okay? So, since ito yung sagot, positive and also positive, therefore, ito yung ating factors. Then again, split. Split nyo yung alin. Yung x, ito yung sa may x, at ito yung sa may c. Okay? So, split nyo si 2 tsaka si 1. Split nyo si 6 tsaka si 10. Pero, alternate. Kung inuna mo ito yung una, ito yung pangalawa. Ito naman yung pangalawa, ito yung una. So, ito yung 6. Ito yung 10. And then, you always take the sign. And after you take the sign, you split x. And any x na may katabi na 1, buburahin mo yung 1. And this would be your factor form. Okay? So, let's add another one. Okay. Add tayo isa pang example. Say we have wait, I'm trying to think of a question. Okay, say we have this one. 4x squared minus 4x minus 8. Okay? So, say we have this one. So, what again we are doing is, of course, we will be splitting our factors. We have 4 and 8. Then, we will factor them out. Again, ito pababa ay multiply. Ang across is addition. Okay? And then, yung sagot natin. Okay, sige, let's try. Maybe let's have 4 times, maybe 2 times 2 naman. Huwag naman yung lagi. 2 times 2. And then, ang factors ng 8 is 4 times 2. Okay? And since ang 8 natin is a negative number, dapat alternate. Okay? Kasi ito yung 8, remember. Negative 8 yan. So, ang kailangan nating hanapin is yung alternate. Kasi pag may negative, always alternating. Okay? Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. 2 times 2 is 4. Tama ba? Then again, we add them. The answer is negative 4. So, immediately, nakuha na natin yung sagot, which is negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung factors natin. Again, we write it down like this. This is 2, this is 2. Pero, dito, ito na yung pangalawa. Ito naman yung una. So, ito yung una. Ito yung pangalawa. Take the sign. Take the sign, put an x, and this is your factored form. Okay? I do hope you got that. Yung ating methods of factoring using the General Form Quadratic Trinomial case number 2. Okay? Ang kailangang pag-practice nyo dito is how to find the factors immediately. The rules are still the same, wala naman nagbabago. Okay, ang nadagdag lang natin, may nadagdag lang, hindi nagbago. Okay, may nadagdag lang na ito. Okay? Nadagdag yung factors na dapat inuuna mo yung dulo at inuhuli mo yung una. Okay? So, I do hope you got that. You can go back to these videos in any cases that you are having a hard time answering our quizzes. Thank you for listening again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.